Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from the Media Research Center, or their Newsbusters section. It's America's Media Watchdog. They're a conservative group, but they tend to be pretty much spot on a lot of stuff. Don't worry about this blue part here of the Trump indictment stuff, because as you can see, this article is from June 14th, which was the day of the indictment. I'm recording this a few days after that, so don't worry about this because it will not be a thing. It's not a thing anymore. Okay. So the column itself here says CNN can't find a Biden scandals from Tim Graham, who I think is one of the head people there. Excuse me, not cutting that out. But I wanted to talk about this because this kind of reminds me of like what the media did for Obama, where like Obama never had any scandals. All he wore one day was a tan suit. And you're like, dude, Obama had like a bunch of scandals that you guys just didn't want to ever report. So you're basically saying we didn't report on it, so it didn't happen. But yeah, so I was like, all right, let's see what this article has to say. So now they can't find Biden scandals. So the article says the network said have obsessed 24/7 for years about how to close the walls in on Donald Trump and ruin him, profess some fatigue with conservatives who ask about the Biden scandals. On CNN this morning on June 12th, that guest host Phil Mattingly, related to Don? No, I'm kidding. Baseball joke, complained about the cover of the New York Post. He said, "It will be familiar for those of us who live in Washington because we've been kind of living in this world throughout the course of any investigation of former Trump since President Biden took office." It says, "What about the Bidens?" And this is the picture right here. This must be Phil Mattingly talking about Hunter Biden, talking about Joe Biden. He asked CNN reporter Sarah Murray, "Is that a fair analog?" And Murray, it must be Murray, I guess, Sarah Murray. I don't know because I don't know these people. It says Murray said, "No, it's not apples to apples, but it's fair to ask where the government is headed on the Hunter Biden probe." CNN legal analyst Ellie Honig, no softy on Trump, then unleashed about the lethargy at the Justice Department. She said, that's a dude, Ellie? Okay. Says, "This is preposterous," he said. "This has been pending, according to our reporting at CNN, since 2018, 5 years. All about some tax questions of whether Hunter lied on a gun form. I mean, that's a 5-week investigation, and this spans the Trump administration and the Biden administration. Someone has got to make a call in this case. I don't know what is going on, but it's beyond anything I've seen before." But CNN's daily take on the Biden scandals is what Biden scandals. Seriously, like even this sentence up here, where he's basically going like, this is all it's about is just some tax questions and Hunter lied in the gun form. Like, are you paying attention or are you being purposefully obtuse? And I think I know the answer to that question, but we'll keep going here. The author says, "I played a game and just put the words Biden scandals into a Nexus search of CNN transcripts for the last month. There was only one result, and it wasn't really a result. It was a soundbite medley of Trump played on May 28th on the Sunday show Inside Politics with Abby Phillip. First came a sentence from November 2nd, 2020. We've been hit by fake investigations, fake scandals, fake impeachments. And then from March 25th, the Biden regime's weaponization of law enforcement against their political opponent is something straight out of Stalinist Russia. Not a lie. As these clips played, the text on screen was lurid." Washington Post. "Trump's positions, rhetoric have grown more extreme, less tethered to reality since 2020. So the only way a search engine can find Biden and scandals is scattered in sound bites. CNN implies are a psychotic break from reality. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of read that sentence kind of funny, but you get the point. So CNN has zero shame about this, despite the regular talking heads comparing Trump to Stalin, Hitler, Mao, Pol Pot, you name it, which of course he is none of those because all these folks were leftists and commies too, except for Hitler. He was a fascist, but, you know, it's birds of a different feather, if you will." Says, the article continues, says, "I tried a second Nexus search of CNN transcripts over the last month for Burisma. There were 2 results. On June 6th, Liberal Rep Daniel Goldman, who is a monumental douche nozzle, that's what the D stands for, it's douche nozzle, mentioned it to say it was nothing. Of course not, because why would he tell the truth? Says on Saturday morning, June 10th, CNN weekend host Michael Smerconish echoed Honig, says it's inexcusable that such an uncomplicated case is still unresolved, and it's true that legacy media shows zero appetite to pursue questions about possible financial entanglements between Hunter and the president. Right, because they are propagandists and they don't want to do, journalism." Smerconish added, House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer is currently looking at the claim of an FBI informant that the head of Burisma paid both Hunter and the then vice president $5 million each. The president flatly says that's malarkey because it's basically like the only word he seems to know because, again, his brain is tapioca. So this man is the only one at CNN who could mention the FBI informant saying Joe and Hunter Biden took 5 million smackers apiece, which means he's right that legacy media showed zero appetite, including the people that pay him. Yeah, they took $5 million, but nah, there's nothing wrong. Says the media's extreme apathy underlines why Miranda Devine at the New York Post wrote, "Audacity is Joe Biden's magic power. When the walls are closing in, he laughs in your face and dares you to come after him." So what do you guys think about this? How do you feel about the legacy media just blatantly lying about, hey, there's Joe did nothing wrong. It's just the Republicans and Trump that do things wrong. We don't do anything. When, just using, your eyes and your ears, you can see that both Biden and even going back to Obama did many, many things wrong. It's just that people don't talk about it, so they try to say it never actually happened. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.